Okay, here's another image we're going to work with, and we're going to actually just introduce you to a really great, fun tool called the Clone Stamp tool. And this is going to be on your toolbar off to the side, and you can just hold your cursor there, and it'll kind of tell you um, that this is the Clone Stamp tool. And what this does is exactly that. It takes a certain area and clones it, and works as a stamp. Hence the name. There's a pattern stamp and a clone stamp tool. We're going to use clone stamp, and you'll notice that it already starts out with a kind of brush size. And remember, up here in the top left corner, you can change the different types of brushes. And these, not all these apply to clone stamp, but they give you a certain type of hardness. The edge of the brush, whether it kind of fades out as you're kind of digitally painting. And what I recommend you doing is just testing them out to see how they respond. In addition to the type of brush that you have, you also have the size of your brush. By just clicking this cursor, you'll notice how that changes the scale of your brush. And then also the hardness. And this just means like the degree to which you are making a change. And so, or if you can imagine like your brush pressing down against a piece of paper, how hard are you pressing down to paint essentially. And so we'll start maybe with I don't know, 20% strength. And what I'm going to do is to use the clone stamp properly, you're actually going to have to hold Option down. And when you do that, you'll notice how your cursor turns into a target. And what this is doing is it's telling the program that you're going to select and pick a point of origin to copy. So let's say I have like this white cloud that I want to duplicate. I would hold down Option, and then I would just click once. And now you'll see my cursor, anywhere my cursor goes, it's actually duplicating that exact spot. Like if I hold that mouse right back there, you'll notice how it matches up perfectly. This way it's telling you if I click the mouse, I'm going to start painting from this point of origin. So if I start over here and I start clicking my mouse and holding it down, I'm actually going to start painting that area. And you'll notice, if you look over in the point of origin, you'll see a crosshair. It's basically telling me where I'm duplicating. Now right now I'm just holding my mouse down. I'm going to keep painting. Notice how my crosshair actually went off of the screen and it actually stopped. So it limits me a little bit, but now I'm kind of creating this weird hard edge in the middle of the surface. I'm going to let go and pick a different point of origin. So I'm going to actually select maybe this dark area over here. Hold down Option, click, and now I'm going to go somewhere else. And I'm going to begin holding my cursor down and painting. Now I have another hard edge, but it'll let me continue up here. So it starts to get, this could be interesting for visual studies in particular, which is why we're showing you this video. You might be able to kind of like duplicate certain layers and create multiple textures using the clone stamp machine. And now we started with something that looks like clouds, and it still looks like clouds, but we're kind of getting some interesting textures, and it looks starting to look a little bit more surreal, which I guess clouds already kind of look a little bit surreal. But I think the clone stamps tool is used in a variety of ways, but it's a good one to know how to use, because you might have to like delete a background, or someone might want you to copy something, or maybe you could use it. Really has a variety of uses, but I suggest you really check that out, and it's a lot of fun.